Om Shanti. Welcome to Happy World of Avyakti Children, a world of joy. So today we have our Avyakti Angel Adi who will be the hosting the series, and our guest angel is Sister Savi. Welcome.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. Welcome to today's episode of Happy World of Avyakti Children. Thank you, Didi, for the wonderful class, and let's dive right in. Today we have our guest angel, Sister Savi. She is a very mature, responsible, and understanding soul, and one quality I really understand from her example is leadership. So, welcome, Savi. Would you like to share more about yourself?
Shanti, Avyakti Parivar. Shanti. My name is Savi. I am 11 years old.
Nice, Savi. What is your most favorite point from today's class?
That's a good question. I like what Didi was saying about having a karma teeth stage.
What do you understand about the Karmatit stage?
There's actually a lot of points about it and multiple various views in it.
Yeah, it's a very broad topic, deep topic to understand. And I'm sure after years of understanding, years of practice, all of us can understand what that is, right, Savi?
Yeah.
Savi, I noticed that you joined the daily Avikti Parivar children's class Murli. What is the one thing that motivates you to join every day?
It's really the fun and love of finding out what is in Baba's Murli and all the secrets that Baba gives us to become a more pure soul.
Yeah, secrets about knowledge, about situations in life. Would you like to share any situation in life where you used Baba's Murli to overcome maybe a test or any problems with friends or family?
Usually in school, how we have end of grade tests, and usually they're like the really big tests that lets you know if you're going to go to the next grade or if you're not, if you're going to have to stay for another year. And usually before them, if I get really nervous, I will connect with Baba and I will tell him, Baba, I have a test today. Will you take it with me? And I usually take Baba along with me with what I'm doing.
That's great. I also do the same thing, Tavi. In our school, we have midterms and we have pre-assessments, many things. I'm in high school. Maybe you're in elementary school, right? Or middle school?
Elementary.
Yes, so as you go on, you'll have to study, you'll have many more things, but I'm sure since you're with Baba from a very young age, you'll have a lot of time to prepare and a lot more skill sets to be calm in those situations. Do you have any questions for me about school life, about situations?
No,
Not really.
no.
Sure.
Yeah.
What did you understand from children's class what that made you join every Saturday from the last 5 years?
What I really like about them and what makes me join is how well the sisters explain the Murli and how I can understand more on how to churn the Murli as if I'm reading when I'm reading myself. I understand the Murli, but when I'm joining the class, I can see a deeper perspective and I can know how to churn it and use it more in my life.
Yeah, churning the Murli, that's a very big concept. I'm sure everyone in Avyakti Parivar, and even Didi, even many BKs, churn the Murli very differently. But I want to understand, how do you look at the Murli and find points and churn it throughout the day?
When I read the Murli, I see my own problems in my life as how what I need help with. And I always like to take Baba's advice before, like if I'm having a problem, I will ask him. And throughout the Murli, I see points that will help me. And then I will start to turn them. I will use them. And I might put them in my chart, as in if I've done something or if I haven't.
Yeah, that's great, Savi. I do the same thing. What I see the Murli as is as a letter from Baba to me every single day. It's not like Baba is addressing the entire family, even though he is, but I feel like he's specially writing that Murli with a pen for me. So in the morning, I get so much happiness and confidence that, oh, my father is writing Murli for me, and today I'm going to read it. So that way I can get excitement. I'm sure you also have many different things that you're excited about, especially children's class. So, what's the most exciting thing about children's class for you? I'm sure you already shared that it's very fun for you, but out of the many activities that we do, reading the book, cooking class, what's your favorite?
My favorite is probably going to be the activity because I like how they mix in what we learned throughout the day into an activity and they make it fun.
Would you like to share any examples?
Yes, for this one thing that we did last week is that we were learning about the good specialities about yourself and the weaknesses about yourself. And then we were doing a mini thing where we wrote down the names of two of our friends and the weaknesses and specialities and understanding if we see the specialities more or the weaknesses more.
Yes, seeing the specialities of others is a very important thing for a leader. And Sister Savi, whenever I see you in Peace Village or whatever in children's class, I always see you as a leader. So, how would you look at leadership, and how would you like to share to Vikti Parivar how you lead? I've seen you with you have a brother too. How do you interact with others in such a way that they feel that you are leading them in a nice way, in a strong way?
What I usually like to do to others is I like to acknowledge what they do best, and I usually like that about them. As in some of my friends, I see very strongly what they have and very specialities that they can do, and I like to organize them. But mostly, if I was a leader in a group, I would like to let others share their ideas before me, and maybe I will weave that into what I was thinking of.
How do you do this in school?
Usually in school, um, we have groups, as in sometimes posters for planning, as we do stuff like Gap Africa, funds and stuff. So I'm usually a leader for that group. So I like to get other people's ideas first, and then I'll acknowledge throughout the whole team, do what do we think is best.
Yeah, that's a great way to, develop this strong quality. And I've seen in my experience that leadership is going to get you so far in life. It's not what special quality, there's many qualities that you have, but leadership is a very important, strong one. What other qualities do you see in yourself?
In myself, I see lots of creativity, and usually sometimes I see optimism in myself, as usually we have school, and sometimes lessons are boring, sometimes it's a change of plans. But I like to see that I usually make the most out of what is happening around me. So I usually see myself as also having optimism.
Yeah, that's great. So whenever you're in children's class, I'm sure you don't have to use that specialty of yours because every lesson is so fun, right?
Yeah.
So, thank you, Sister Savi, for your chit chat today. It was really beneficial for all of us in Avyakti Parivar. So, thank you, Sister Savi.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
नन्हे नन्हे हाथ हमारे अंबर तक ले जाएंगे प्यारे प्यारे सारे तारे हम जमीन पर लाएंगे हे भारत नया बनाएंगे हम दुनिया नई बनाएंगे भारत नया बनाएंगे हम दुनिया नई बनाएंगे
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Thank you. Angel Adi and Angel Savi. That was wonderful. But we were thinking to listen more because it was too short. But anyway, it's okay. It was wonderful. Thank you so much. But here we have few more minutes, and here we have Sister Shri with us. So she has one or two questions for Didi. So I will invite her to ask this question to Didi.